Hi everybody, how are you all today? This is Megan. I'm just leaving a quick screencast for today's class. So I have 15 minutes to leave this message and I will tell you to pause the video and do the activities as we continue throughout the lesson. Okay, so what are we going to learn today? Well, today we will discuss life events, describe life events, review the present perfect simple, and review the present perfect continuous, and discuss terms associated with culture. So, let's go. Firstly, look at the pictures and tell me, what do you see? Now, you can pause the video as you look at each picture in detail if you want. Okay, so picture 1. Picture 2. Picture 3. Picture 4 and picture 5. So, what did each of the photos represent? Well, the photos represent life events. So these are moments in our life that are very important, or moments in our life that we might want to celebrate. So let's have a quick discussion. Do you remember your first day at school? Did you have a graduation from school or college? And what was your first job? So you can pause the video here while you think about those. Okay, so today guys, we're here to talk about life events. But first, let's have a look at some vocabulary to help us with today's story. So, here I have some vocabulary words. Okay, we are going to put these vocabulary words or life events into the correct categories. And these are the categories. They are love and relationships, home and family, education and career. So, the first life event is bringing up your children. So, where do you think that would go? Well, maybe he said it was home and family. Number 2 is get a degree. Maybe that's education. Go to university, education. Rent or buy a house, home and family. Retire, career. Change a job, career. Get engaged, love and relationships. Get promoted, career. Leave home, home and family. Pass your exams, education. Start school, education. Fall in love, love and relationships. Get a job, career. Get married, love and relationships. Leave school, education. Move house, home and family. Start work, career. So you can have a look at these words or life events again, and if there are any words that you want to review, you can look them up in a dictionary, or you can ask me what to review the vocabulary topics. Okay, so do you think that these words are mostly positive, or do you think that they are negative? What do you think? Well, I think that these life events are quite positive, and these are things that you might want to celebrate. But let's have a look at the next set of words and see what you think about them. So, over to you. Here are some more life events, which are positive and which are negative. So, become very successful, get married again, make a lot of money, fail your exams, lose your job, get divorced or split up. Well, maybe become very successful would be positive. Get married again might be a positive. Make lots of money might be a positive. But fail your exams might be a negative. Lose your job might be a negative. Divorced might be, well, it could be a positive or a negative depending on the situation, and to split up, again, could be a positive or a negative depending on the situation. So, which category would these words go into? So we have love and relationships, home and family, education and career. And you can pause the video here for a minute while you think about that. Well, maybe you think that become very successful could be love and relationships, could be career, could be family. Get married again, love and relationships or family. Make a lot of money, career. Fail your exams, education. Lose your job, career. Get divorced, love and relationships or home and family. And split up, love and relationships or home and family. Okay, so guys, today we're going to do a listening exercise. And if there are any words in the listening exercise that we don't know today, hopefully they will have been in the previous exercise. So today we're going to listen to a story called Life in Italy, and it's by Sarah Rossi. So listen to a student of English, Sarah Rossi, talking about her life and complete the lifeline. So this is Sarah, and this is the lifeline. So A, she was born in Altri, near Rome, in what year? B, she started playing volleyball when she was what age? C, she met Gianluigi. D, she worked for a local radio station. E, she started learning English in 1998. F, she moved to Rome in what year? G, she began studying medicine in what year? H, she bought her car in what year? I, she bought what in 2003? So, let's listen. Well, I was born in 1979 in a small town near Rome. What's the name? The name is Altri. Altri, yes. I spent my childhood there. I went to school in Altri, primary and secondary school. While I was at school, when I was maybe 16, yes. So it was, 1995. I started playing volleyball, and I've been playing ever since then. It's my favourite sport. I play as often as I can. Oh, fabulous. And when was your first job? Well, my first job was in 1997. I worked for a radio station, my local radio. The name was Radio Comunicata. I was an announcer on the radio, and I did that for about a year. But you live in Rome now? Yes, I moved to Rome in 1999, and that's when I started university. I was 23 years old. And what do you study? Medicine. I would like to be a doctor. The course is 6 years. I haven't finished yet. I'm still doing it. I'm still studying. And how long have you been learning English? I started learning English in 1998, I think. Before that, I studied French. And what else? Oh, I've got a boyfriend, Gianluigi. I met him when I was at school. I was 17 when I met him. In 2001, I bought my first car. It's a Nissan Micra. I've still got it now. It's quite old now, but it's okay. In 2003, yes, that's the year I bought my first house in Rome. My parents helped me, of course, but I'm very happy. It's a little house, but I like it very much. I live there with my cats. I have many, many cats. Oh, how many? 11. 11? Yes, I love cats. Okay, guys, so we'll just move on here to the next question. So we're going to listen to the recording again and use the lifeline and the audio to complete the sentences. Okay, and these are the sentences. So use the lifeline and the tape script on the next slide to complete the following sentences. Where necessary, complete the gaps with the correct form of the verbs in brackets. Sarah was born in Altri. How many years ago? She what to Rome in what? She's been playing volleyball for how many years? She worked as a radio announcer for what? She's lived in Rome since when? She what her boyfriend when she was at school? She lived in her present house since what? She what Gianluigi for more than 10 years. She's been learning English 1998. She studied medicine since 1999 and she had her car since 2001. So we'll listen again. Well, I was born in 1979 in a small town near Rome. What's the name? The name is Altri. Altri, yes. And I spent my childhood there. I went to school in Altri, primary and secondary school. While I was at school when I was maybe 16. 16, yes, so it was 1995. I started playing volleyball and I've been playing since then. It's my favourite sport. I play as often as I can. What was your first job? Well, my first job was in 1997. I worked for a radio station, my local radio. The name was Radio Comunicata. I was an announcer on the radio and I did that for about a year. But you live in Rome now. Yes, I moved to Rome in 1999. That's when I started university. I was 20 years old. And what do you study? Medicine. I'd like to be a doctor. The course is 6 years. I haven't finished yet, but I'm still doing it. I'm still studying. And how long have you been learning English? I started learning English in 1998, I think. Before that, I studied French. What else? I've got a boyfriend, Gianluigi. I met him when I was at school. I was 17 when I met him. In 2001, I bought my first car. It's a Nissan Micra. I've still got it now. It's quite old now, but it's okay. 2003, yes, that's the year I bought my first house in Rome. My parents helped me, of course. I'm very happy. It's a little house, but I like it very much. And I live here with my cats. I have many, many cats. How many? 11. 11? Yes, I love cats. Okay, guys, so you can play that back as many times as you want. And I'm just going to move on to the answers. So read the transcript and listen to the recording and correct your answers. So this is the transcript. Now, this is also uploaded on Shobi and you can download it there if you want to see a PDF version of it. So when you've read that and when you've corrected your answers, we'll move on to the answer page. So the answers. A, 41. She was born in 1979. B, moved in 1999. C, 25 years since 1995. D, 1 year. E, since 1999. F, met. G, since 2003. H, 1996, 24 years. I, since. J, has been studying. And K, has had. Okay. So, that brings us on to the grammar section of the lesson. So, go back to the transcript again. And what tenses can you find? Read the listening transcript again and tell me what tenses can you find in the text. You can pause this video here while you go back to do that. Okay, so, well, maybe you found the present simple and the present continuous, the past simple, the present perfect continuous. So, could you find any examples of these tenses and what are they? You can pause the video here while you do that. So, over to you. Open and read the present perfect continuous document and answer the questions. So guys, today we're doing a little bit of revision on the present perfect continuous. And the present perfect continuous was an action that started in the past, but that either has been continuing up until now or has just recently stopped. So for example, if you go outside and the ground is wet, but it isn't raining, maybe it has been raining. So you can complete the exercises and send them to me. And finally, we use for and since with the present perfect continuous. We use for a length of time, for example, for an hour, for 2 weeks. For example, he waited at the airport for 3 hours. And we use since for a point in time and in the past. So for example, since 7 a.m., since Monday, or since January. And it's usually used with the present perfect. Okay guys, so I'm going to stop this video here and you can send the homework to me or you can upload them on Showbie. Thank you very much.